doesn't taste good. Did I start? I think I did. Let's see who comes in first. I did, right? Oh. Pure Sammy, Summer McDonald, Amela, Pickle Epics, Ruby's World, Ariana, Julie, Mellow Knox, Yeah Yoy, San. Oh, that was not your username, was it? San Junipero, Too Much Tea to Handle, Oreo, BB, Repeat, Unicorn Frappo 10, Dale Santiago, Gabrielle, Maurice, QB, Sean V, Mashrifa Sarah, okay. That's enough. How you doing, everyone? It's been a while, huh? I remember promising you that I'm gonna go live at least once a week. Did I keep that promise? I did not. Am I the asshole? I think I am. Sorry. What you gonna do? It's quiet? Okay. I think the microphone here is a crap. I was supposed to start the stream like 17 minutes ago, but it took me a while because this microphone is like borderline unbearable. It's difficult to hear you, right? Let me. I don't understand why this is so loud. So quiet. Because I'm peeking here. Know what I mean? Is it any better? I really hope it's a little better now. I doubled it almost. This studio is not the usual studio that I go live at. The one that I usually go is the next one. And that one was taken, so I had to come here knowing that the equipment here is kind of bullshit. So maybe it's a little quiet, but I think you need to volume it up a little bit for me because on my streaming software it says it's peaking, and for some reason it's quiet for you guys. Sorry for the technical difficulty, y'all. Anyways, yeah, last week, in my defense, I was quite busy last week because I was filming with Grandmaok. Yes, I couldn't go live. I'm sorry. The way that I was about to sleep. Oh, don't go to sleep now. I just started. Just kick them out. Kick whom out? Whom out? I don't want to kick anyone out unless you become an asshole to me. If you do, I can't promise you anything. Sorry, gotta text mod. Anyways, how you doing today, everybody? I wanted to give a little bit of chroma key and a little better background than just green screen in real life, But this studio apparently doesn't support dual monitor, and I could chroma key, but I can't really float anything because I need to watch this. It's complicated, but you'll have to deal with this freaking green screen today, okay? If you have a problem, I'm sorry. Please don't leave me. You dyed your hair so cute. Oh yeah, new hair. Oh, you didn't see it yet, right? Oh, maybe you did in our recent video, Justin Bieber Peachy's reaction video that really few of you watched. I reacted to the song with Grandmaok, and there I had a new hair. What is it with Justin Bieber? Is it not trendy anymore? Is he not popular anymore? I did not expect that little view, honestly. I was a little shocked. I did that in spite of copyright, knowing that I'm not gonna make a penny out of it. I thought it would be a fun video for a lot of people to watch, but I guess it wasn't. Bish hair is beautiful. I is here. Hello. Hi, Buki. Welcome. Zoe noticed me. I noticed you, Hanji Song. Nah, he's lame. Oh, yeah. I don't even know. Oh, you don't even know Justin Bieber? Are you a cave person? I'm sorry. The topic is, am I an asshole? And I'm like trying to describe, demonstrate how to become an asshole, right? Online. JC, oh my god, as soon as it started, you be dropping a huge super chat for me. We have the same hair color. Oh, you do have the same you do have the color of green too for your hair. That's awesome. Thank you so much for the huge super chat. I mean, this hair, I've always wanted to like do a blue hair, but ever since I hit 30, I was a little concerned about damaging my hair too much because when you hit 30, your hairs, even if you don't decolor it and go through a really damaging shit, your hair is struggling all the time. It's getting thinner. It's like all dry and like it's about to break. And if you wanna have a green color like this for a Asian who have a dark hair color, you need to decolor your hair a lot. I decolored my hair for 4 times to get this color. So maybe it's not as visible, but it's really damaged, like highly damaged. But I did it because I could just always cut it. I don't mind having a very short hair. So I did it and I'm happy with it. Do you guys like my hair? But anyways, Jay-Z, thank you so much for another huge super chat. And I really hope you rich. Okay? Uh, it's worth it. I think so. Guys, I know in the chat some people ask me to shout out and notice you guys. Even though I do notice you, if you spam it again and again, I'm pretending that I'm not noticing you, alright? Please do not do that. It bothers other people. You can see in the chat. Like, stop. Do not spam, alright? If you do that, I'll have to crank up the slow chat, slow mode to like a minute so that you can chat only once a minute. Do you want that to happen? No, I don't think so. Bookie's giving warning to a person to not spam. I think you better listen to him. Anyways, so today, guys, today's live stream is about Am I the Asshole, right? And I asked you guys on the community tab yesterday to share your stories where you suspect, you think you might be the asshole. You don't think you were necessarily, but people called you an asshole, or you're like kind of thinking back to yourself, your behavior, and like, was I the asshole in this story? Something like that. So I asked you to share your stories, and I collected some of it on my phone so that I can share it with you. Um, to clarify, a lot of you guys left a comment there sharing your asshole stories. Asshole stories. I'm gonna call it a asshole story because it makes sense. So those asshole stories, a lot of it were really funny, and I had a lot of, I wouldn't say a good time because it was asshole stories, but it was good. But I had to select some of it because in most of the stories it was too obvious that the person was not an asshole at all, right? Like, let's say um, you were, you know, in a parking lot for some reason, and a random person punch you in the head, and you call the police because you were assaulted, and this person calls you an asshole for calling the police. Are you an asshole in this story? You're not. So I don't think that kind of story needs to be discussed here because we should be choosing something a little controversial and like something worth of discussion so that we can be having fun, right? So I only chose stories where it's like borderline asshole, but borderline not assholey. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people will have different opinion on these stories. So please don't be sad that that your story is not chosen, even if your stories were quite popular. Your story got a lot of likes from other kids. I didn't choose it if it was too obvious that you were not the asshole. But when it was obvious that you are the asshole, I chose it because I can't miss on an opportunity to call someone an asshole when the person is like legit asshole. That's like the best feeling in the world when you're calling someone an asshole when you know for sure this person an asshole. You see what I mean? So I'm gonna read that for sure. So if you think you were like definitely an asshole in this story, you have to listen. You're gonna be called an asshole from a lot of people today. Okay, does that sound okay? Are you guys ready? So I have prepared one story from me where I wasn't sure if I'm an asshole or not, but I think I might be. I was called an asshole. Should I share that first, or do you want me to go over your stories first, and then maybe in the middle I can share yours, share mine? Quality a little whack though. Oh, is the audio? I should be closer to the mic, I guess. I'm sorry for the bad audio. At the moment I'm not able to fix it. I'm sorry. Share your first. you guys you guys do want to call me asshole so bad. What does he say about my personality online? Huh? What does it say about our relationship online? I thought you liked me. Jesus. Okay, let me share mine. So mine is like kind of typical. It's not a like a really unusual one. So at one point in my life, I'm not gonna be specific here because privacy. um, I used to have a group of friends who I hung out with very often, like every other day or even every day. We would have drinks, we would have, we would have a hangover, like hang out in some one of our friends' apartment, every night. We were very close for a period of time. And in that group, there were three girls, including me, and one guy. You see where I'm going with this, right? So the one of the girl, I was the oldest in the group actually. One of the younger girl that I was quite close with at the time. We weren't like friends for a long time. We weren't like BFFs, but I was pretty close to her as friends, and she I could like tell from her behavior, I could tell that she had a crush on the only boy in our friends group. Like I could tell, oh, that girl definitely likes him. Like she's blushing every time he talks, or like she's trying to spend a lot of time with him. I could see that, but I didn't want to like talk about it because it was clear that the girl was not ready to talk about it. If she was, she would have come to me and like oh, I like that boy. Do you think I need to confess her? Something like that. So I didn't ask her. But later, like few months later, when it was like too obvious to everyone in the group, she came to me and like oh, I think I have a crush on him. Um, but she wasn't really thinking to confess her love or anything. It wasn't love, but like her crush. She was just like, oh, I really like this boy. Whenever we hang out together, I get butterflies and stuff like that. So I was like, tell him. It's it's so obvious, girl. Maybe he even knows about this because the way you act is like really apparent that you're in love with this guy. So why don't you tell him? I think he might feel the same way. Who knows? And she wasn't ready to do that. She was, I think her self-esteem was pretty low back then, and I was trying to boost her up, like, no, girl, you can do it. Just go tell him, even if he doesn't like you back. What's the big deal, you know? There are a lot of other guys in the world. It's been a few months. I think you need to tell him. I try to persuade the girl who, to be honest with her feelings, but she wouldn't go for it. So after a while, um, I kind of got bored with it, I guess, because she wouldn't really act on it at all. And I didn't, I stopped talking about it to her. I didn't like telling, I stopped telling her like to do something on it. And after a few weeks, she told me, "Oh, I don't think I'm gonna do anything on this. My feelings getting a little like low. I don't think it's gonna work out. I don't think the boy is interested in me at all, the way I am in him." So it's like, okay, whatever you feel like doing, I think doesn't really matter. So I thought that was over. I thought that was over, but it wasn't, was it? Um, After that, after like few months from that point, I started to be really close to that guy for some reason. Um, I don't know. I wasn't really interested in that boy like at all, in that way. But as we hung out more often, and we started to hang out, just he and I don't think I intended to do that, but we were like just really good together, as friends even. We had a really good conversation and everything. Oh my god, I predicted it. You guys are like, oh no, you're the asshole. I'm not even done with the story. Jesus. Okay, wait up. Anyways, we started to hang out more often. We started to hang out for like we hung out for like 3 or 4 months, just the two of us, like a lot. We were like texting all the time, and I slowly realized I do have a feeling for this guy, and this other guy apparently had a feeling for me. So naturally, over time, we became closer and closer, and at one point we were practically dating. So I thought about maybe I should talk to her about this, even though she didn't really, you know, act on it, and she said she's not going to do anything about it. Anyways, I knew that she maybe kind of had feelings for him still. So I thought about telling her, but back then, he's and our relationship was not like serious at all. We were just hanging out a lot. We were a little more than friends, I think, but we weren't like boyfriend girlfriend yet. So I was thinking maybe I could tell her when we actually become something. So after like couple months, we actually did become a boyfriend girlfriend. Finally. And so I decided to tell her. Um, we were in a cafe. I told her, let's grab some coffee, and I started telling her the story. Like, honestly, I didn't feel too sorry or guilty. Maybe because I'm an asshole, but um, I don't know. Nothing really happened between those two. You know what I mean? If they were like ex girlfriend, ex boyfriend, maybe I would have been a little reluctant to go out with him. But nothing actually happened to him, and this guy wasn't even aware that this girl had a crush on him. So I didn't feel really bad, honestly. But I knew that girl was really sensitive, and easily hurt, and I feel sorry for that because I knew she would not react to that in a really cool way. So I told her about that, and she was pretending she was okay, but later she said this. She told me this. She was like, "If you make another person cry, you're gonna cry more at the end." She said that to my face. I was like, oh, I don't think so, but thank you for the warning, I guess. And then we kind of like derailed. Our friendship slowly, you know, got like phased out, and we weren't as close after that. But she would like call me first or text me first, to just, how are you doing these days or something like that. And we weren't like, enemies, I guess. But after a few years, we are not in touch anymore. I mean, obviously, I broke up with him, so we're not. None of this is like relevant today. Anyways, it happened a long time ago. Psychopath? Are you saying this stream is about am I an asshole? It's not about like am I a psychopath? I don't think I'm a psychopath. I might be an asshole, but I don't think I'm a psychopath. She didn't make a move. You got a man though. I'm in nature not assholey. A lot of you are like, you guys have different opinions on the matter. TBH, I don't think you're an asshole. She didn't actively make a move against the guy. That's exactly like, should I like stay away from this boy just because this girl once had a feeling about him and like didn't act on it? This guy's like off limit forever and ever? Like, I don't think so. What the hell, dude? So in my logic, like if I were her, I wouldn't feel the same way at all. Like at all. Oh, and you know what the funny thing is? Oh, this is karma. This is good. This is tea, guys. Like, could you tell me if the stream is okay or not? Uh, Boogie, please tell me. Sorry, guys, for the technical difficulty. It says it's still running. Oh, it's frozen, right? Hmm. Should I start? Hmm. Oh, is it back? Maybe it's back. Okay, is it back? Is it still laggy, Bookie? Let me know in the chat, in the DM. But spill the tea. It's back. Is it laggy or not? Okay. Yeah, so anyway, when did it froze? When did it freeze? Anyways, after a couple years of all that happening, I found out that she dated my ex-boyfriend briefly. I heard that from my ex-boyfriend. It was so it was kind of fucked up. Um, so my ex-boy, one of my ex-boyfriend, I dated him for a long time, and he and I are still in touch sometimes, like probably a couple times a year or something like that, to just catch up with each other. He and I are in good term, and he was like, I think I need to tell you something, and I was like, what is it? Like, I don't mind anything, just tell me. And he confessed that he dated this girl briefly because this girl suddenly just texted him one day and like, you want to grab a drink together or something like that. So he started as a fling and they dated, for a short period of time. But yeah, when that happened, I was kind of like, I'm not sure until this day if it was intentional for her or not to date my ex as a act of revenge or anything like that. But if it was, I feel like I was the asshole because it means that I kind of really gave her some sort of emotional damage for her to be like vengeful, and it was necessary for her to pay back. You know what I mean? Even though it wasn't my intention, and I think it has more to do with her personality rather than my action. I kind of felt bad for that. Anyways, yeah. So do you think I'm the asshole in this story? Tell me. definitely intentional. Kinda, don't you think? I wish it were because I would feel really bad for her, but kinda. But she was immature. If it was a payback. Well, what happened? I just got here. Sorry, you missed everything. That's healthy thinking. Oh yeah. Not yes or no, no. Oh, kinda. No, not really. No, okay. Part of it, yes. Okay. I think most of you're telling me that I'm not the asshole of the story. Okay, maybe because I'm telling the story. Maybe because I'm like unconsciously defending myself and justifying my action. If the girl told the story, maybe it would have been different. But she's not here, so I'm not the asshole. Thank you. Okay, moving on. Now let's start reading your stories. Okay. Ooh ooh ooh. Gonna have fun. Oh, okay. This was really cute. Let me share this. I'm not gonna share your username. I'm just gonna read the story. All right. This person says, one time I was mad at my parents, so I let the water for my shower run a little longer so that it would raise their water bill. Am I an asshole? Isn't it so cute? She's like asking if she or he, I don't know, but the person is asking if the person's an asshole or not just because the person let the water run a little longer so that it would raise their water bill. Isn't it so adorable? I mean, the person was 7 year old, so I think it's adorable. But eh, I wouldn't say you're an asshole. It's kind of childish, but you were 7. You were a child, so you're like this. You deserve to be childish. The AO of all love. Punjabi Flyer, thank you so much for the super chat. I believe I missed your another super chat earlier, right? Girl, you know I had to say hi. By the way, not lagging. Oh, Punjabi Flyer, thank you so much for another super chat. I'm sorry for missing it when you send it to me. The AO we all love. Thank you so much for that. Smart asshole. Why is that adorable? Because like 7 year old person think, a great way to, harm my parents because my parents are asshole. I'm gonna pay back with a little more water bill. Like you, even if you run the shower a little longer, you're not gonna. It's not even $1, okay? Unless you run it every freaking day. I mean, all freaking day. So I think it's kind of adorable. A 7 year old thinking. You know what I mean? Silly. Yeah, it is silly. But 7 year olds can be silly. I wouldn't blame them for it. I would if I found out if I were the mother, if I found out I'll be like, oh my daughter is so cute. Something like that. But I will tell her to drop that shit. Like, cut the crap. You're not paying any bills in this household. Do not Do not run the shower longer when you're done with it. Deborah Jones, hey, I love you so much. You're such a sweet human. Oh, Deborah, you're such a sweet human. Thank you so much, Deborah. I really appreciate it. Anyways, next one. Hmm. This one is very like something that we can all relate to. My friend talks about her relationship problems so often that when it comes up in conversations now, I simply leave the room. Am I the asshole? What do you think, guys? What do you guys think? I think we all have this kind of friend. Don't you agree? Like at some point in our lives, we had this friend who would never stop talking about the relationship that's going on. It's annoying as fuck. Maybe because I'm not like the most sympathetic person on earth. It's freaking annoying. But the fact that she just leaves the room is kind of funny. Like, well, how does it happen? Like when you're talking to this person one on one, and like she's like, oh, my boyfriend yesterday was like did this and it hurt my feeling and blah 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 blah. And then you just like get up and leave the room and shut the door behind you. Like I wouldn't call you an asshole because I've been there. It's freaking annoying. But I wouldn't leave the room. How? How do you do that? That's freaking dramatic, don't you think? If I were you, I would just intentionally reduce the amount of time that I spend this with this person. Not probably not like noticeably, but like really naturally making excuses like, oh, I'm a little busy nowadays, so I can't hang out today or something like that. Until the relationship kind of goes off and like she doesn't want to talk about it anymore, and then I'm back. I'll be back in the scene. But until then, bye, girl. She's like, I'm out of here, right? Exactly. Who would do that? But still, it's a little dramatic. But I wouldn't call you an asshole. I think most of you are saying, um, she's not an asshole. This person is not an asshole. Somebody said, complain funnier. That's so true, though. Even if somebody would complain about something, if it's entertaining, I'm there. Bitch, I'm there. But if somebody's complaining and this about this boring bullshit over and over again, I'm out of there. I think most of you agrees on me. I want something really controversial though, like I'm like something that I will call the person asshole, but all of you in the chat is like not an asshole. Like we're gonna have legit fight together. I want something like that, but let's see. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna read it. My ex bestie said calling this friendship a waste of time is an understatement. And then she proceeded to demand an apology from me. We were in an argument after she forgot my birthday. So I apologized. But then I ghosted her for past 8 months. Am I the asshole? By the way, she just refollowed me on Instagram. I was planning on ghosting her for life. Uh, Jay-Z, another huge super drama. I'm INTJ, so feeling types tend to consider me an asshole at times. So far, I haven't heard a story that makes the person an asshole. I agree. I'm an INTP myself. I have no feeling here. I'm a robot. I'm a tin can. So a lot of people would consider my action assholey, but I wouldn't agree with them. So I feel you, JC. Anyways, back to the story. Nah, yes. Ooh, not really an asshole. You're just not friends anymore. They're sort of being in a hole. Ghosting is fine. Why? Why is it fine? Why don't you confront them? Huh? But I want to talk about something though. Is birthday a big deal? Guys, do you what do you think about your birthday? If your bestie forget about your birthday, are you mad at them? Like legit? Are you a little you can be a little, oh, she forgot my birthday. A little disappointed maybe, but is it okay that you're mad at the person? What do you think? I personally don't value my birthday that much. And I don't value others' birthday either, honestly. Maybe I'm an asshole here. It depends. Not a big deal. Birthday's not a big, right? You're not 3 anymore. You lived a lot of years. I'm like 34 now. I've had 34 birthdays. And it's okay that some people miss my birthday a little bit. You know, my mom sometimes forgot my birthday like a couple times, and I don't. It's not important anymore. I'm living every day. Every day is basically my birthday. I'm birth. Like, what do you you know what I mean? I've been given birth. Why are we the same person, Zoe? Yes, I'd be pissed. Yeah, I think a lot of people have different standard when it comes to like valuing their own birthday. Some people think it's a really big deal, big day, and I don't blame them because you have one day as your birthday a year and you want to celebrate it, celebrate your life, have a good time with your friends and everything. I get that. It's just not the way I think. I'm birth, yes. Did I just invented an expression? I'm birth. I've been given birth. So yeah, the similar thing happened to me once when I was like in high school. There was this one friend who really values her birthday. Um, she was my one of my close friends, and it was a vacation. It was like summer break or something. So we were not even at school. Like normally, if it was someone's birthday, I wouldn't remember it. Honestly, I don't care. But other friends of mine will remind me, "Oh, it's her birthday today. Let's do something." Then I will be happy to do something. But it's a summer break. I'm home playing a lot of gaming. I don't remember your freaking birthday, summer break. I don't freaking care. And she'll be like, on the phone, she'll be like, do you remember? Do you know yesterday? Do you know what was yesterday was about? Or something like that. I was like, I don't know what happened. And she was like, it was my birthday. How can you forget? She was like legit pissed at me. Uh, I didn't apologize because I didn't feel like I needed to. You didn't give birth to me. It don't matter to me. The fact that you were birth don't matter to me that much. Come on, girl. Don't be ridiculous. I was like very confused, and she was like legit pissed, and we were not friends anymore, apparently. But yeah, so some people would call me an asshole for that if those people really value their birthday. But I don't do that. So I think it really depends on the way you approach your birthday. So this person was really mad because, oh, it was my birthday. How can my best friend can forget my birthday? I don't agree with you, but I wouldn't call you an asshole for being mad at that. And the way you reacted to that argument was kind of passive. If I were you, I would like argue until the end of the day. Like I I value my birthday, and like it really hurt my feeling. I know not all the people think the same, but it personally hurt my feeling because I value my birthday and you're my best friend, and I really wanted to be celebrated on my birthday or something like that. Instead of ghosting the person. So I wouldn't call you an asshole in this story, but you're kind of chickeny. Is it assholey or chickeny? I would say this girl was chickeny for ghosting the friend for 8 months for that instead of confronting until they settle on something. Born is the last tense of birth. Born. Bear. No, birth is a noun, right? Born is the last tense of bear. No? Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. Thank you for English 101, but I think you're kind of wrong there, don't you think? Who cares they bird? Anyways, yeah. I think a lot of you agrees with me on birthday not being an important. Oh, birth can be a verb and noun? Oh, I didn't know that. So sorry for calling you wrong, uh, calling your lesson wrong. But I didn't know. Past tense of bear is bore. Oh, so what is the current tense? Oh, you know what? I'll just do it in my spare time, not right here. Sorry. Anyways, next one. Oh, this is interesting. I like this a lot. Do you? Oh, forgot to mention. I got this idea from Simply Pod Logical, um, Logical's recent series of podcasts. They have a really, really good podcast over there, so you might want to check that out. But I don't think they are the one who started it, but that's where I got it. And there's this. Oh, shut up! I don't care about Facebook alert. Um, there's a Reddit page for Am I the Asshole? And apparently a lot of people share stories there. And they were like, picking up some stories there and sharing it on the podcast. That's what I did with you guys, all right? Just to clarify that I did not invent this, all right? Anyways, next one. Hmm. Oh, this is funny, guys. This is funny. This is probably going to be the stupidest one, but it kind of is, but let me read it. My mom kindly bought me a chocolate bar this weekend. I love chocolate, but I also get sick of sweet things pretty quickly. So something like a chocolate bar can easily last me a week because I only eat a little bit every day. Isn't that so cute? Like you nibble on it like a little like mouse, like and then it a chocolate bar lasts for a week. Wow. Fast forward to Monday, 48 hours after I first got it, and the chocolate bar is all gone. Ooh, dun dun dun. I had eaten less than half of it, so I asked my mom where it was, and she tells me she ate it because she wanted something sweet and I was taking too long to finish it anyways. She did not. Drama. I got pissed because the chocolate was mine and I was eating it at my own pace. She argued that she bought it with her money, so if she wanted to eat it, she could. We ended up having a screaming match over a chocolate bar. I'm of the opinion that once a gift is given, it can't be taken back. While she says that doesn't apply to food and I'm overreacting. I would appreciate it if you could settle this very stupid argument for us. Isn't it cute? And stupid. It is very stupid. You're right. This argument is very stupid, but very fun, very entertaining. Thank you. What do you think? Who's the asshole in this story? If anyone is. Oh, I was wondering why I'm like yelling. And it's because of this monster energy boost. I'm high on caffeine, guys. Oops. That damn mom, the mom. Really? Oh, why is mom the asshole? I don't think so. How dare you call the mom an asshole? Huh? I completely disagree. I I would I would not, want to call this person an asshole, but her mom is definitely not an asshole in this story. No one's an asshole. The daughter is. Mom is the asshole. The mom is the mom. But I completely agree with this statement. Her mom said, I like basically, I bought it with my money, so if I wanted to eat it, I could. I 100% agree with this. Don't you think? Yes, mom is a mom, and she has a responsibility to feed her daughter, which she does. But I think the daughter needs to be more grateful that, her mom does the grocery shopping for her, and try to provide to her food, right? I don't think it's a gift. I think she needs to be more. She's like taking it for granted. Don't you think? It's not a gift. It's not her birthday. It's just a chocolate bar that her mom went grocery shopping for. You know what I mean? And if this happens every day, maybe the mom has a little problem. I wouldn't call her an asshole, but she has some issue competing for chocolate bar with her own daughter. But mm, Yeah, she bought it. She could eat it. I think the mom was kind of pissed the way the daughter acted because it looked, it might have looked like the daughter was taking her, providing good food to her very like for granted. You know what I mean? My English is fucked up today. Jay-Z, the mom is right. The daughter sounds spoiled. Right? Don't you need to be more grateful for that? It's not like, there are household that, you know, might not provide you a chocolate bar at all. Chocolate bar to nibble on at all. You know what I mean? It was a gift. It's not a gift. What do you mean? That is why you buy two choco bars, not just one. Exactly, Flamingo. You're the wise one. The daughter isn't spoiled. Y'all are crazy. The person says. Really? Um, I think the person needs to step back and try to reconsider her perspective on like her parents giving her food, what she wants to eat, because it's just one time thing, right? Her mom was probably like a little hungry and she saw the chocolate bar, she ate like less than half of it in like 48 hours. Her mom probably thought, oh, this, she doesn't even like it that much. She just had it. Maybe if you were nice about it, she could just get another chocolate bar later on instead of like having a screaming match over something very silly. Oh, it might be like something like this. I think I relate to the mom's perspective a little more because maybe I'm more aged. I am at an age that I might be someone's mother, like teenager's mother. And maybe a lot of you in the chat are like in your teenage years or still in your early 20s and you relate to the daughter side even more. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying we have different perspective depending on your age or social situation. Jeremy Michat, thank you so much for the super chat with what is this? How do you call it? We call it kawi in Korean. Welcome back to the stream, Jeremy. I really appreciate your super chat. My mom would pop me on the mouth for arguing over chocolate. Oh man. A peace sign. Oh, okay, peace sign. Thank you. Yeah. But I think her daughter could the daughter could just like, gently let the mother know. I tend to eat chocolate bar very slowly and I would be happy if I could have my chocolate bar at my own pace, not worrying about it being like taken away in the middle of the process. Like she could be a little nicer and more grateful for it. And I'm pretty sure her mother would not have acted the way she did, um, if the daughter were like, how can you eat my chocolate bar? Something like that. And also I agree that the mother was kind of being immature, like getting down her daughter's maturity level and like having a screaming match over a chocolate bar. She could have been like, "Oh, I'm sorry that I did that, but I did not know that you blah blah blah," and but please later be be more polite when when you talk to me. Like that's not the way I raised you. You know what I mean? It's a matter of communication. There could have been a better way to deal with this, but I wouldn't call anyone an asshole in this story. My conclusion is that, alright? Okay, moving on. We have a lot of stories to cover. Um, Mm, this is a good one too. When I contact someone, it is through text. I do not like calling people because one, some people are annoying. Two, I get nervous, anxiety in other words. And three, I'm too freaking lazy to pick up, lol. So if someone calls me and sorry. So if I sorry. So if someone calls me, I let my phone ring until it goes to voicemail, knowing well that I'm doing nothing but scrolling through YouTube. And then I wait a few minutes after their call, then text back making an excuse of why I didn't pick up and that I can't call at the moment, but I can text. I feel bad doing it, but it's the sad truth. Am I an asshole? And another person replied, "Yep." What do you think? Is this person an asshole for like rejecting calls, not receiving calls from her friends and family and, everybody? Not an asshole. Same. Haha, they're not an asshole. Phone calls are terrifying. I don't work with my Asian parent. Huh? Huh? Oh, it don't work with my Asian parent. You're still talking about chocolate bar, right? Kind of. Yeah, answer the stupid phone. Yep. Oh, so this is pretty controversial, I see. Who raise your hand, guys? Who has an issue with answering phone? I do. I'm a little reluctant. I wouldn't say I avoid all the calls, but I'm a little reluctant on answering calls when I don't want to, when I don't want to be disturbed. Just don't lie. Say you don't like calls. What is is it worth the hassle though? You can just make an excuse instead of like explaining, "Oh, I really don't like, calls. I feel kind of anxious when I get calls and blah blah blah." That would make you kind of look weird maybe or hurt the person's feeling. Kind of rude to do. Maybe. True. A lot of people are raising their hands, huh? Introvert much? I am deeply introvert. It's surprising that I'm like talking to how many people is there? Like 200 people? 360 people? 4 people? I'm talking to 364 strangers on the internet without being anxious. This is the magic of internet, huh? But I am very introvert and I would prefer text message. I don't even like text messages that much, honestly. Maybe I just don't want to communicate with the people. Oh, this is something that I need to talk about to my therapist. I think you never know if it's something urgent. If it is urgent, the person will text you if you don't answer, or yeah, call you again and again. So most of it are not urgent and could be done in text. Smoke signals. Oh, what a good way! What a like a analog and really not anxious way, to communicate, huh? It could take years to like come up with a sentence with using smoke signals, but they can just text if it's urgent. Exactly. Yeah, so I tend to do this and I tend to make excuse and or I just call back the person if I know the person wants to talk to me just over not an important stuff. Like, you have those friends who wants to talk about their daily stuff just on the phone for like a couple hours at a time. But when I don't want to, when I don't feel like it, I just don't answer and, call back later or like text her, did you want to talk about something? Something like that. So I feel this person actually, and I don't think it's an asshole. It's a little, um, I'd say, extremely, extremely introvert maybe. But I don't. Why is it an asshole? I have my own rights to answer my call, answer my phone or not. It's my phone. It's my time. It's my mouth. If I don't want to talk on the phone, that's it. Period. I have a phone phobia. I have I hate making and receiving calls. Yeah, I do too. I hate calling somebody. I hate receiving calls. Not all the time, but yeah. Yeah, tell him, Zoe. Yeah, but I can see that why it could look a little rude on the other person's end. Like this person never answers call. Like, do this person not want to talk with me at all? Like something like that. If the person's my close friend, she could be like a little offended, I guess. But it's my phone. If I answer it or not is my choice. Shut up. Okay. Moving on. Mm. mm. This was fun one too. My older brother and his fiance want me to be one of her bridesmaids. When his fiance asked about it, my brother agreed, but without even asking me. They already made me a bridesmaid without even asking me, and it really upset me because I don't like wearing dresses, and I honestly don't even know here. I don't even. Oh, sorry. I honestly don't even know her name. I've been called an asshole by my family because I don't want to do it. But honestly, I don't see how I'm wrong. What do you think, guys? This is very like Western thing because in Korea, in our wedding culture, we don't have something called bridesmaids. It doesn't happen here. He's an asshole. He's a selfish asshole. Her brother is an asshole, right? She's not wrong. No, not an asshole. She's right. I chose this because I want to know what's the meaning of being chosen as a bridesmaid. Because if I see a Hollywood movie or some TV show from US, I see when the person is chosen as a bridesmaid or like bridegroom, they're like honored, like oh, you really want me to be your bridesmaid? How sweet! Of course I'm gonna be there and help you out or something like that. So I was like, maybe in Western culture it's a little weird or like disrespectful if you don't want to be someone's bridesmaids, even though the bride asked you to be. Just FYI, your beanie reminds me of when I was Mexican gang member in the 90s. Okay, okay. It's someone important to them. Zoe, do a pose. I'ma edit you, huh? Okay, edit me, bitch. Jay Z, another hit. Thank you so much, Jay Z. It is a useless tradition. Eh, I didn't experience that, so I wouldn't be able to decide if it's useless or not. Maybe it's outdated, right? It's a tradition, right? Thank you so much for the super to Jay Z. Don't sign me up for something without asking me. Period. I think I really agree with you. Even though it's like an absolute honor or like a really sweet thing to be someone's bridesmaids, I didn't sign up for it. The bride didn't even ask me in person. How can her brother, say yes even without consulting her, who is going to be a bridesmaid, right? Mm, okay. So I think this is not a controversial one. Like I thought, a lot of people are saying the brother was assholey, not the person, right? Okay. All right, moving on. Oh, this is a good one. Okay, okay, we going there. Okay, I'm gonna read it now. I went out to dinner with my ex-girlfriend and her friend. The friend was distraught because her house had flooded and she couldn't sleep in her own room. All of her clothes were wet. When my girlfriend offered for her to stay at her house and use her clothes, I asked whether the clothes would fit the friend, implying that my girlfriend's clothes wouldn't fit. Uh-oh. I then remembered that my girlfriend's friend has had issues with her weight due to a serious illness. And instead of apologizing, doubled down and defended myself. I made them drive me home. Am I an asshole? Yes, you are. Dude, I think I know the answer to this one. Yes, you do. But just thought I'd share. Thank you for sharing because it's entertaining to call you an asshole. But you are. Jesus. Oh. Even if you even if you were, not aware this girlfriend's friend has an issue with her weight because, her health condition, you don't ask, "Oh, is it gonna fit you?" Like what is this supposed to mean? That's so mean. You don't say that to other people's face. Maybe you think that silently to yourself, but you never say that out loud. Get some sense, man. I'm sorry to call you call you out, but you're an asshole. I'm pretty sure you didn't mean to be mean, but assholes don't mean to be assholes. They're just assholes. So be careful. But he could have apologized, yes. If it was, even if it was an honest mistake, you could have at least apologized to her, like, "Oh, I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking. It just came out of me. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend you," or something like that, and own up to it instead of doubling down and make them drive you home. How can you make them drive you home when you offended her just like that about her weight? Wow, that is another level assholey. He really could have apologized. Yeah, it's not hard to do that. Yeah, he's the asshole 100%. This is the type of story that I really wanted to share with you guys because it's 100% that he's an asshole, and we do not want to miss on an opportunity where we can safely call someone an asshole altogether, right? Because it's so obvious that the person is 100% at fault. Ugh, so good. Vanessa Garcia says, "You're too big for them clothes. Can you drive me home?" Exactly. Oh my god. I'm sorry that I called you fat. Can you drive me home now? Oh, he didn't apologize, right? You're too fat to fit my girlfriend's clothes. Can you drive me home? By the way. Jesus. Jesus. Ugh. I think people do make mistakes when they talk, when they don't know how to filter their thoughts, right? And say only appropriate thing. But it's okay to make mistakes and like unintentionally offend someone. You gotta apologize at least. If you did apologize, I wouldn't call you an asshole because it happens. But you didn't, so you're the asshole. Jay-Z donating for Sergio Rosales, who wanted to donate but is 11 years old. Sup? Aww. Jay-Z, thank you for um how should I call this act? Like donating instead on behalf of someone? Wow. Thank you so much. That's so generous. And thank you, Sergio Rosales, who's 11 years old and cannot donate but wanted to. I appreciate that. So, Zoe, what if you were at that situation? Well, if I was her, the best friend's, the girlfriend's friend who were offended, I would smack him on the mouth or like slap him. Like, no, I wouldn't do that. I would just like express my frustration and like the fact that I offended, and I would leave or ask him to leave or something like that. But I would not like let it go, and I would not drive him home. Come on, the person offended you. Don't drive. Don't give the person a ride. What the hell? Coral Olivers. Jay-Z, you beat me to it. Huh? Are you like? Are you guys like competing for something? Thank you so much for the super tech call, Raw. I really appreciate it. Anyways, we have a lot of stories to share, so I'm gonna go to the next one. Mm. Mm. All right, next one. I ghost everyone that has no use to me. I think I don't like the idea of having real friends. Am I the asshole? Short one, but something to think about. What do you think? What do you guys think? Hmm, that has no use to me. I ghost everyone that has no use to me. Hmm, yes, no. Yes, asshole. No, no. No, ghosting is fine. No, I totally do that too. The fact that you do that too, you do that yourself doesn't make it not assholey. You might be the asshole. Coral Olivers, not competing because I'm broke. If you're broke, stop sending me super chat, Coral. I appreciate it, but you could stop. Thank you so much, though. Maybe a narcissist? Maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't call this person asshole. I would just call this person a very not social person. And the person's not really hurting anyone by not socializing with people on Earth. Like maybe the person's okay without any friends in the person's life, and why not? But if if you act friendly in front of other people when you're with with people and suddenly ghosting them, like making them very confused, like, oh, we were really friendly the other day, why this person's ghosting me, or something like that, then you're kind of an asshole because you're hurting others' feeling by ghosting them and making them really confused about your friendship relationship or anything like that. If you don't want anyone in your life, don't lure them in at all, you know. But your personality, I don't think is a bad one. I get it. I'm not like you, but I kind of get it, you know. It's true, socializing is sometimes useless. A giant ass. But it's being independent and not like so social and being kind of antisocial is different. I'm not sure if you're antisocial or just very independent person, a loner. I don't know with this like two sentences, but mm, you can't help having some relationships, living a life unless you are a cave person. um, so I think for your sake, it will be better if you if you made a little more effort on your social life for your sake, not for other people in your life. Do you get it? I wouldn't call you an asshole though. For anyone, hello! People aren't objects to be used to benefit yourself for a short time and you waste the energy of friendship. Maybe they could help you in the future. Well, a lot of people take advantage of other people, not in a more obvious way. material way, but in an emotional way. We all kind of take advantage of other people, our friends, no? Like to be there, to be heard, to, you know, share some of my like insecurity, or to just to talk to and feel comforted or something like that. So I don't think it's like totally wrong that you feel like, oh, this person is not useful for me at all. Not like material way, not in a material way, but like emotionally. Like this person's not supportive like whatsoever. This person doesn't even want to, hear my problems, even though I'm there for her sometimes or something like that. I think it really depends on the detailed situation here. Brent Rodwall, send me a super chat without saying anything. I know you, Brent. I don't think it's the first super chat from you. Why would you not say anything? But thank you so much, Brent, for another super chat. I really appreciate it. I'll talk a little louder. Okay, sorry about that. I'll be talking a little closer to the mic. Cassie B, honestly, people who ghost don't have balls to just tell people how they really feel. Ghosting is childish. Just be straight up. Makes you feel better. Ghosting. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, it's like avoiding conflict, possible conflict, right? Um, I wouldn't call it like a childish act. It's just the way people differently, approach conflict. Some people are willing to take conflict to resolve something. Some people wants to just, walk away and not have a conflict and not have a resolve like at all. Whatever works for you, unless it's like really harming other people in your life, I think it's fine. It depends on your personality and depends on the situation, definitely. All right. Am I being too loud? It's okay, right? All right. Another one. This is another one that I really wanted to share with you. I used to get called an asshole when I would slam my sister's head in the refrigerator. No. My sister had in the refrigerator door as a teenager, but you know how younger siblings can be so. Huh? Am I missing something here, girl? Hey, you don't slam your sister's head in the fridge door, even though your sister is being a little annoying. No, it doesn't justify your action. That's so violent. Jesus. But if your sister slammed your head in the fridge door first, maybe you're not an asshole. But I don't see that happening here in your story. So yeah, you're an asshole. Come on. Jason Bunn, thanks for the mind food. Mind food? Is it like a chicken for the soul? Chicken soup for the soul type of expression? I don't know. Well, thank you so much, Jason. I really appreciate your huge super chat. Mudga Gupta, do you ever feel scared to voice an opinion contrary to chat? No, I enjoy doing that. I don't know, it's my personality. I really like discussion, controversial topics, and I really like to be controversial. I'm not afraid of it at all. Thank you. Jay Z, physical violence is not okay, people. It's not okay. Even though your sister was being assholey to you all day, you can be assholey to her, maybe verbally, because she kind of deserved it. But you don't be violent and, like, you don't be physically violent to the person because you're annoyed. No. And I'm pretty sure if your sisters did something really bad to you, you would have shared that in your story to make you look better. Right? I know you, girl. I know you. So the fact that you didn't share the detail, it means that she didn't really do anything to deserve the slamming head in the fridge door. You just did it because you're annoyed, and I no. Mm-mm. Some siblings are like that. Well, my brother and I used to fight a lot. My brother is 2 years younger than I am. I don't think I was like being physically abusive at all, but we did physically fight a lot. He would punch me one time, I would punch him back or something like that. And we resolved. We become okay. It was not like he was being annoying, so I would like slam his door on the fridge door. Like, it wasn't as bad as that. So if you're still young and like immature age, maybe you can learn something from this. Do not do that. It's not okay. Are you guys agreeing with me, or like am I the asshole here for calling her an asshole? I think that person meant food for thought. Food for thought? What is that? I don't even know that either. Anyways, moving on to the next. Ooh, we shared a lot. Ooh, this is good too. Okay. I had to move across the country suddenly to take care of a dying family member. I found out I had to move 2 weeks ago. I left some of my things back in my old place and I offered to pay my roommates to ship it to me. They were kind of mad that they'd have to go to the trouble of arrangements for shipping furniture. Am I the asshole for not taking care of shipping before I left? What do you think? I think this, I don't know, from my perspective, this can be a little controversial one. I'm not sure how you guys will take it. Let's see your opinion on it. Yes, yes. Oh, so the person is an asshole? They are. She lies. Well, of course, it's 100% on her. Yes. No, they should have shipped it. Yeah, so this is controversial. I like this. You guys are really divided. Fight each other. Fight. Can you say it again, please? So basically, this person had to move out of an apartment because of family emergency, like within 2 weeks. So she left abruptly. So she left some of her things at at the old apartment, and she asked her former roommate to ship it for her, and offered to pay for it. And her roommate was kind of mad at her. Is she an asshole in the story? They need empathy. Um, from what I remember, I used to have, roommates back in New York because obviously I couldn't afford a whole apartment to myself in New York City. Um, we usually had like 1 month notice. Even in the contract or even without a like a verbal contract that you're supposed to let other roommates or the owner know that you're moving out 1 month ahead, right? And this person gave 2 weeks notice. I understand it's an emergency, so you're you had your issue, you had your situation, but I don't think your roommates are supposed to just, understand that just because you had a family emergency. I wouldn't like call the roommates empathetic just because they were a little mad at you for leaving so fast and, asking them to arrange your left belongings for you. And I really think it depends on your relationship with your former roommates. Were you guys close? Were you guys actually like friends, or were you just like roommates that don't doesn't even really like talk to each other? that's really important to this matter. Like, if you are actually friends, I don't think your roommates would have been mad at you. Your roommates would have been like, "Go, go. I mean, we'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. I mean, your family member is dying. You should be there for the person, right?" But if you were just roommates, just share one apartment but wouldn't really hang out, not a friend, I don't think your roommate should understand your situation and be like really empathetic. You know what I mean? Leah sent me a super chat, huge one. Thanks for being you. Aw. That's such a sweet super stickers. Thank you so much, Leah. I really appreciate it. You're so sweet. Thank you for that, really. So let's hear your opinion. The roommate is not obligated to these things. Having to interact with other people's things is very uncomfortable. This is a compassionate scenario. Yes, depends on the relationship. Yeah. I can understand she can be mad because it's gonna take a while to pack. Yeah, I know. I'm not sure how many things you left at your formal apartment, but yeah, packing is a pain. And it's not even your belongings. You don't know, you it's a little it's not easy to pack other people's stuff and like ship it to, to wherever it is that you had to move to. So from your roommate's perspective, you might be the asshole. But from your perspective, you could be like, "Oh, my roommates are so not apathetic. Like, my roommates don't have sympathy. Like, I had a family emergency. No, I agree. I left. Oh, they offered to pay them and asked. The roommate could have easily declined. I think the roommates was kind of too. I don't know. Maybe roommates were feeling like, oh, maybe it's too assholey to decline. But I could complain. Like I could express that I'm reluctant to do it. Shipping, you gotta take a day off work to let the shippers in. Food for, oh, it's fine if she said no, but she has no reason to get mad. It would be terrible if others had to move my stuff. So many holes in my underwear. TMI, bruh. Brent. It's the offered to pay that stands out for me. Oh, that's so true. That's so true, Wish. Username Wish. I really agree with you. I even offered to pay. Like, you have to pay. You didn't like offer to pay. You know what I mean? Like, it's 100% your responsibility to pay for it. Your roommates, you didn't do them any favor. You didn't make the situation 100% fair to your roommates just because you offered to pay for the shipping. You could have like, if you offered like extra $100 just for the sake of, packing and shipping the labor that goes into it, maybe. But if you offer to pay for the shipping, uh, it doesn't make it okay. 언니 사랑해. Thank you for making me smile, Lisa. Thank you so much, Lisa. You made me smile. I really appreciate it. Coral Oliveres, another super chat. And they were roommates. Huh? Huh? What is it about? Am I the only one who don't get it? But thank you so much for the super chat, regardless of me getting it or not. Vine coat. Oh, I get that. It's from the Vine. Oh, the guy, like the girl passing by a guy like on the street, like, oh, they were roommates, and the guy being like, and they were roommates. Oh, okay, I got it. I got it. Thank you. Sweet potato. I think in this situation you might be so scared you don't think of those details like packing. I'm not saying it's right to put the burden on someone else, just that it might have not been intentional. Right, right. I agree. So I think the person had uh right reason to be a little like chaotic and not cleaning after herself before moving because it was an emergency situation. So but still, I'm not blaming the person, but just because you had your emergency situation, you cannot blame other people to be not for not being 100% sympathetic with you to your situation. You know what I mean? So I think her roommates can call the person an asshole, but not necessarily this person is an asshole. Eh? Do you get what I mean? Should have asked a close friend, maybe. Yeah, yeah. That would have been better if you were not too close to your roommate, right? Hmm. I get what you mean. Thank you. All right, let's share one more. Oh. This is a good one. I know my friend's boyfriend is cheating on her and she's blinded by love. It's very obvious I'm not gonna tell her because if she can't figure it out, I'm not gonna ruin her fairy tale. If they ever decide to get married, I will tell her. Everyone is telling a man asshole for not telling her, but they aren't saying anything either. Would love some advice. Hmm. Hmm. So are you asking if you're the asshole in the story by for not telling your friend that her boyfriend is cheating on her? So what do you think? Are you an asshole for not being honest and telling your friend about a potential disaster about her relationship? No, you should tell her. Hmm. Is it frozen? No, right? Hmm. If you were my friend, I hope you would tell me so I don't make a fool of myself. Hmm. Some people want the truth, and some people don't want the truth. You know, I personally, I try hard not to meddle with any sort of romantic relationship, even though the person's really like really my close friends. I try not to be in the middle of anything, even though I can see that this relationship is freaking toxic. I try not to meddle unless it's like absolutely necessary. And I think maybe this situation is absolutely necessary because boyfriend's cheating on her. That's a deal breaker. You don't date a cheater. If you date a cheater, I think you might have a problem. Hmm. Only definite proof or no? Yeah, maybe. If you Right, yeah. If you have seen him cheating on her in person, if you saw it with your bare eyes, you could probably tell her. But if you just heard a rumor, I don't think it's right for you to, tell her. It could be a rumor, right? If my best friend knows my partner is cheating, I would want to know even when I know it will hurt me. Hmm. It's obvious that the boyfriend would not tell her or any other person. Hmm. She should tell anonymously. How? Just like leave a note, like post it, like on her doorstep, like your boyfriend is cheating from anonymous. I don't know, informant. I don't know. That'd be crazy. Bring evidence, yes. If you're gonna tell her, you have to have a backup evidence. Mr. Marshmallow, this one time I ate boiled peanuts. I mean, like a whole lot of them, right? And I'd like to get sick. Know what I mean? Hmm. 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 Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, it's like that. Some people, I It's not wise, it's not healthy, but when the person is in a toxic relationship and the person is super aware this relationship is very toxic to the person knows that, oh, this is not working for me. I'm like getting really depressed because of this person, blah blah blah. But you still want to go for it, you know what I mean? It's the indulgent. Like, it's toxic, but you don't want you just want to keep going for it. You know what I mean? So I understand what you mean, Marshmallow. So that's why I try not to meddle any type of romantic relationship. Like the person, mm, even if it's a train wreck, the person have rights to jump into that train wreck, knowing the risk of it. You know what I mean? I can't decide, you know, even if it's like obvious that this situation is going to end really badly. I'm not in the position to decide for my friend to end this relationship or not. You know what I mean? It's her freedom to choose to be hurt if it makes her happy in for like 3 months or something, for a short period of time. That's sad. Yeah, it is. But, some people tend to do that. Yeah, let them decide with the info you have. Depends on her personality if she's a straightforward girl. Yeah, that's true too. If this friend that you are not telling, you know, if this friend is okay with truth, is going to be strong enough to handle the shock and make a wise decision with the information given, I think I would tell her. But if you just know this person is too weak and very reluctant, oh, is this frozen again? No. So, reluctant to, make a wise decision, um, maybe I will just, try to pretend that I don't know anything. Right. If she doesn't want to end it, well, but she should tell her yes. Oh, yeah. Hmm. Right. Most of you are telling that the person should tell her, but I don't think, because of the topic of this live stream is whether this person is an asshole or not. I don't think you're an asshole for not telling her. It's your choice. But a lot of people in the chat are advising you to tell her. All right? Okay. Let's do just one more before we end it. We wrap it up, all right? Okay. It's been like, 1 hour, 90 minutes since I started. Okay. Last one. Let me find a good one as a grand finale. Hmm. Hmm. Sorry, one second. Okay, I like this one. It's a little long, so it might take a while, all right? I work from home in a split department where some coworkers miss a lot of things on their work files that they are responsible for. They don't communicate and they have to be reminded daily of what their job tasks are. My job is to make sure the files are completely ready, so my work piles up when things need to go back. Our boss wants us to handle things before taking complaints, so I'm very direct in telling them what to do, using please and thank you, but I'm still firm in telling them they need to work with me so things go smoothly. Like, hey, I noticed this was missing. It needs to be done this way, or it causes this problem down the line. When you get a chance, please fix it and let me know. My boss has said there's feedback that some feel I'm too brief and rude and constantly correcting them, but I believe you put your all into a job where the focus is people in need. You take criticism to learn and try to work harder every day. Our clients are sick, vulnerable people. The focus should be them. And I don't feel like I need to be friend, therapist, or cheerleader so that they care to do well. Is this cold? Am I the asshole? Very typical workplace problem, don't you think? What do you think? Is this ready question? No. This is from our community post, community tab on our channel. I asked you guys to share some stories where you might be an asshole. No, she's in the right. No, no. You're doing their job for them. Wow, no way you're in the wrong. I agree with her. Can you please summarize? So the person at work, some of our coworkers are complaining the person is being too rude or too brief when, constantly correcting the coworkers. And this person thinks that she's just doing her job and everyone should work harder. Is she the asshole? No, everyone has responsibilities at work. Nope. I forgot to share a story, Zoe. I don't think they are the asshole. She's not the asshole. She's the boss ass bitch. But you can always learn to be a better communicator with your audience. No, they are the snake. So, most of you are saying that she's not being an asshole because she's just doing her job. It's her responsibility to do that, right? I I just to be controversial because I enjoy doing it. Let me like have take a opposite opinion, opposite side from you guys and try to defend her coworkers. The fact that many people have complained that she's being too brief and rude and constantly correcting them, maybe there's some problem in her communication skill. She's not talking about it because she's clearly is written from this person, so the person naturally is not aware of her own communication skill, possible issues with it, but maybe she is being like unnecessarily rude or cold or like too controlling or something like that. Don't you think it's possible to see it from others' perspective? Like, I understand it's her job and you have to, to be, reminding people that they have to do this. But in the way of doing that, you don't have to be, you can be a little, I don't know, like friendly. I understand that you don't have to be friends with everyone at work. I totally feel you. But maybe even if you're not friends with them, you could be a good coworker, a friendly coworker, not a friend. Um, maybe you're like specifically mentioning that you use the word like please and thank you when you say such things. We know very well, even if someone says please and thank you all the time, the person can be rude. You know what I mean? Like the fact that you're using the word please and thank you doesn't necessarily mean that you're not being rude. With your tone, there's so much possibility that you can be rude even though you're like using polite words. You know what I mean? So I agree that you have to do your job if that's your job, but the fact that there have been multiple feedback about you being rude and brief kind of says something about your attitude at work. No? But really, it's not the place for soft coworkers to work in a field that involves the life of other people. Hmm. Tone and behavior are important in communication, definitely. She's not an asshole, but she may sound like one. She could be a bit nicer in saying so. Tone is difficult through text, and unfortunately, using emojis are considered unprofessional. True. Yeah, because this communication is happening online, like not in person, right? It could be delivered in a little unintentionally mean way, right? It is how you say it exactly. Tone is very important. True. True, she should not be rude. But even if someone above me is rude, like I'm gonna still do my job right. True. But I do agree if it's so many people saying this, she should try a better approach. Honestly, guys, I just disagree with you guys to disagree. I'm on her side. When I used to work for a company, I was kind of like her, I think. Because I would like to be friendly with other people at work, but I think it's work. Work, like the productivity of work comes first at workplace. And I would try to be like, try to communicate in a nice way. I wouldn't be like, you should do that. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? Do again, or something like that. I wouldn't do that. I would probably say like, please and thank you, or try to be nice, but I would still be um efficient. I wouldn't waste a lot of time try to like not to be mean or not to be too straightforward when it comes to work. So I honestly agree with her 100%. Even if it makes you assholey from others' perspective, it's work, you know. And this person said her work involves sick clients, vulnerable people. Then the productivity or efficiency of your work maybe is important to some lives, like saving lives or some health issues from people. In that case, I think it's really important to be productive as you can. So yeah, I wouldn't call you an asshole for that. You spill the tea, Zoe. That makes sense. Am I persuasive enough? I don't know, but yeah, I think I understand there could be a very different perspectives on this matter. I think from what she shared overall, she's not the asshole. Yeah, but there's a human resources department for a reason, right? If you're being too brutal and like being rude, yeah, people are gonna talk about it, and you might have a problem. Then, even if you're wrong, even it doesn't matter if you're wrong or not. If you wanna work there for a long time, and if you wanna, if you wanna be a better employee, maybe you have to fix your tone a little bit, even if you're right in the situation. It is what it is. It's work. Anyways, wow, that was a serious grand finale, right? Did you guys have fun? I had a lot of fun calling other people asshole. Isn't this the funniest thing, the most exciting thing in the world when you can judge if someone's an asshole or not? Mm, that was a good one. So much fun. Aw, just joined. Oh, sorry. Maybe I can do this later again because I had a lot of fun. I think we had a really good discussion here. There were a lot of fun stories, some serious ones, but um, it's interesting that we have a very different perspective on the same story given. It's fun to be controversial, don't you think? So I am so happy calling people asshole with you. Wow, I'm fucked up. I'm like fucking you guys up. Don't be as fucked up as I am. I can't help it, but like don't be me. Brent Rodwell sent me a super chat again without saying anything. Why? Brent, thank you so much for that. It was fun. Did your fans send the stories? Yes, they did. Maybe later, if I do it again, I'm gonna ask you guys to share your stories on community tab on our YouTube channel so that I can, select some of it and share it with you guys here. and call you an asshole or not. If you were called an asshole by me, shared, the people who shared your stories and picked, I'm sorry. I called you an asshole. I'm pretty sure you're a nice person in other aspect of your lives, but in that single incident, you were kind of asshole, and you shared your story. So I don't know. You asked for it, I guess. Anyways, guys, it's been like an hour and 45 minutes, and it's 1 p.m. in Korea, so I better grab lunch. I really need to pee, so I'm gonna go. I've been withholding pee for like an hour, so you can imagine my bladder is not happy. So I gotta go make this bladder empty so that I can fill it up again. I'm gonna go, right? I had so much fun, guys. I'm gonna come back probably next week. I can't promise. If I'm busy, I will not, but I'm gonna try hard to come back within a week so that I can do another fun stream with you guys, alright? Alright, so I'm off to pee. Bye, kids. Thank you so much for coming. Bye bye. 안녕. Have a great night. Have a good day. 안녕.